Well, it's I, the Holy Smoking Pot Padre, back at you again. And I'm smoking my Daft Lily 1 Geopipe cherry wood. It's wonderful, beautiful, awesome cherry wood. And in it, I am smoking some Cherry Smash, Boswell's Cherry Smash. How appropriate. Well, I have been away for a while, obviously. And let's see. The news of the day yesterday, Pope Benedict XVI made the announcement to the world that he's going to retire at the end of this month. I haven't gotten a phone call yet. I'm not holding my breath either. But if the conclave should choose to put my name forward, I guess I might be interested. I'm not doing anything this next month anyway. Anyway, I just want to take a few moments to share a few thoughts with you. Tomorrow we begin the holy season of Lent. Tomorrow will be Ash Wednesday. Today is Fat Tuesday. And I just thought I'd share just some basic reflections on Lent and also share something with you at the very end of this video, which I found to be very, very inspiring. And I think it ties in with Lent, to be honest with you. I wanted to maybe take a little bit of a leaf out of Matches 860's book. And it's not necessarily shout-outs, but it's kind of like maybe just instead of sending a cold little text message back to somebody or a PM, maybe just talk about it, because maybe some other people have some of the similar questions. So as a result, I'm going to just talk about some people who were kind enough to watch my videos and ask me maybe a question or two, or just leave a comment that I wanted to maybe share with you. So let me get started with that. The gentleman scholar, who I want to say welcome to our pipe fraternity. I guess he has decided that he wants to now start joining us and smoking a pipe, and he wanted to know also Brouhaha or Brouha 88 also is moving from cigars to pipes. Now, folks, let's be realistic here. We're not here to convert people, and if you like cigars, Brian, if you're watching, no one's trying to twist your arm and make you a pipe smoker. I still have those Habana Cuba cigars that I'm kind of waiting for a very special occasion to open that beautiful box. It's it's still in my humidor, and but I'm looking forward to one of these days smoking one of those Cuban cigars. I still enjoy cigars. I like my Java Latte cigars, and I do like a cigar from time to time. Stogie Man 1 has sent me those big bazooka cigars, and they're delicious. So again, I kind of go back and forth. So there you go, by ritual. Okay. Anyway, Gentleman Scholar and Brouha 88 say they're interested now in picking up the briar and giving it a try. So we salute you and welcome you. And Gentleman Scholar asked a basic question of what would make up a basic traveling pipe kit. Well, of course, your pipe of your choice, and that's all subjective there. I mean, as far as design goes, I mean, some people, like straight pipes, billiard pipes. Some people like, the bent pipes, curved pipes, meerschaum pipes. It just all depends upon what floats your boat or whatever. But you're going to want to basically have obviously a lighter. A little travel lighter. This is a Dunhill lighter. It's a little on the expensive side. But I, also use, just a good old Bic. Okay, so, or, if you're a real traditionalist, Matches, not 860, but just Matches. Good ones. So there you go. Also, a check tool. a check tool. This is a check tool. Okay. Never fails. I get started making a video and somebody gives me a call. In the background, listening to some Philip Lang music. And then you might want to get yourself a little case. Little case. Okay. Little traveling case. Okay. So basic stuff. Oh, and of course, pipe cleaners. Gotta have pipe cleaners. Okay. So if you have those, 4 items? Oh, and a tamper. Now, check tool comes with a tamper, so you don't really need an extra tamper, but maybe you might want a really nice tamper. Okay. There you go. This came to me from Herminator. Okay. Basic tools for a basic pipe. Okay. Let's see. Pipe Wizard 86. You said you were kind of inspired by watching my videos. I'm happy you are, and you sent me a video to watch, and I'll watch that a little bit later tonight. Home Waters 1, Olivier. You were a little concerned about one of my Dunhill purchases, and I think you were trying to say, oh gosh, the Danish pipe shop selling the same pipe, for half the price kind of thing. Well, not to worry. That pipe, they're similar. They are similar, but they're not the same pipe, okay? That one there is an amber root pipe, the one I have, okay? Mucho expensive, okay? Not to be bragging, but I think he was concerned that I kind of got ripped off. And no, the pipe that was you showed me on that link was a Shellbriar. Nice pipe, don't get me wrong, beautiful pipe. Same style, same everything, except it wasn't amber root. So amber root's gonna probably cost you double. Let's see. 51 Foxy. What pipe tobacco would I recommend for somebody living in the UK? Now, I haven't really lived in the UK. I have lived in Germany for a number of years. But that being said, and I really didn't smoke a lot of, I smoked my pipe periodically, but I had stuff I brought from America and stuff I buy in the PX, so that doesn't count. What was I going to say? But if you can find St. Bruno, I believe you can find St. Bruno in the UK. See if you can find Holland House. That is one of my all-time favorite tobaccos. It's a luxurious, heavenly tobacco, Cavendish, black Cavendish, wonderful stuff. And I know that Milverton 68 smokes Condor. I have never tried Condor. I hear it's kind of a strong tobacco. So if you're looking for some entry line tobaccos, I would say maybe go first with St. Bruno and Holland House if you can find those. But I do know that Condor is readily available, at least it was up until recently. I'm hoping it still is in the UK. So I hope that helps. Okay, just a couple of little thoughts here, if you don't mind. Tomorrow is of course, Ash Wednesday. Let's see if I can do this here. If I can do this. My desk is just I get so frustrated with myself because I am so disorganized. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Can I do this? Looks like I can do it. Okay. Hold on a second here. So it's Ash Wednesday tomorrow. And Ash Wednesday, a lot of people, they kind of ask me questions. I had my best buddy. He says, "Oh, what are you giving up for Lent?" That seems to always be the big $64,000 question. What are you giving up for Lent? And that's perfectly an acceptable question to ask somebody. It's acceptable question to ask yourself. What am I going to give up for Lent? So, the answer for me this year is something that I discovered, every Lent I kind of discover something new, and I do it for that season, and I sometimes say, man, that was a great idea. I'm going to try and do that all year round. Like, walking every day for 30, 40 minutes, build that into my daily routine, make that part of my life, and, I get some benefits from that. Last year, my motto was, try to find the meal in the spoonful. Meaning, ask yourself, do you really need that extra piece of chicken or that extra slice of apple pie? I mean, can you live without it? Can you just enjoy the flavor and keep it simple, I'm finding now that I'm obviously in my middle years, and I love food. I love food a lot. I love to cook, many of you know. But I am beginning to realize that I can't process food the way I once did. When I was in my younger years and I was highly active, I could eat a horse and it just wouldn't bother me. But if I overeat now, I it's not heartburn. It's just a feeling of being bloated, I guess. And it's not pleasant. It's just not pleasant. And sometimes you can find a real sweetness in life by just enjoying small things, but really taking your time to enjoy them. So I'm probably going to fast, but not a true strict juice fast. I'm going to one of the other things I learned in a Lent many years ago is that high fiber diets are actually really good. So I thought I'd try and combine the high fiber portion, say like a breakfast in the morning, and then do light liquid juice meals for lunch and dinner. And my goal is to, my doctors asked me to lose some weight, so that's partly to do with it. But I do know that when I practice eating very small meals or very, very complex small meals, like juices are, the homemade juices, not stuff you buy in the store, it gives my body a chance to kind of heal up, and not only do you lose the weight, but you start to feel good. You start to feel really good. Now, yeah, there's going to be times when I open my door on a spring afternoon in Lent and somebody's cooking a steak or a burger or hot dogs, Yeah, I'm probably going to be going, oh man, I want one of those. Well, hey, just get over it. Deal with it. Somebody challenged me to give up caffeine. I am not doing that. For lots of reasons. There's some almost some medical reasons for that. And I was thinking about giving up my pipe, but I'm not sure now. This is the first pipe I've had in like 2 weeks. So giving my pipe up, quote unquote, giving it up, I could just set it aside for Lent if I choose to do that. But it might be prudent not to do that. So anyway, those are just some things that people usually talk about during Lent. But I wanted to say what I really am focusing on this year is something a little bit. It's kind of like taking it and looking at it. Most people kind of look at it straight on, which is okay. But I kind of want to just look at it from the side in a little bit slightly different angle. And what I'm trying to get at is, what is the point of Lent in many ways? And I think the point of Lent for all of us in some ways is to kind of is to simplify, believe it or not. Kind of cut the distractions down so that way you're not constantly being distracted by, and they're not bad things, they're just distractions. My computer over there, my Mighty Mac, I call it my Studebaker Mac because it's a big huge thing. It looks like a Studebaker, built like a Studebaker. But it's been giving me problems. It's not perfect, you know. As I said in my little homily for my other YouTube channel, I said, you know, it doesn't last forever. It's almost 7 years old, maybe 8 years old. No, I take that back. I got it in 2008, so yeah, it's going on 6 years. So, you know, it's going to come. It's coming to the end of its shelf cycle. I mean, it's already obsolete, and eventually I'm going to have to either think about getting a brand new one. But it doesn't last forever. Nothing ever does, except maybe the love of God. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I think Lent is a time to get simple with your life, kind of, you know, organize things and make them simple. And also, it's a time just to get honest with yourself, with God, and with other people. So that's what I'm going to try to do in my Lent, is keep it simple and keep it honest. Well, I hope you kind of got something out of that. I'm going to leave you with something that I heard just a few minutes ago, which I thought was really inspiring. And I'm going to leave you with these closing thoughts of Mr. Paul Harvey. See ya.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer. I need somebody with arms strong enough to wrestle a calf and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. Somebody to call hogs, tame cantankerous machinery, come home hungry, have to wait lunch until his wife's done feeding visiting ladies, then tell the ladies to be sure and come back real soon and mean it. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, then dry his eyes and say, maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, and then painin' from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer. God had to have somebody willing to ride the ruts at double speed to get the hay in ahead of the rain clouds and yet stop in midfield and race to help when he sees the first smoke from a neighbor's place. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and heave bales, yet gentle enough to yean lambs and wean pigs and tend the pink-combed pullets, who will stop his mower for an hour to splint the broken leg of a meadowlark. It had to be somebody who'd plow deep and straight and not cut corners, somebody to seed, weed, feed, breed, and rake and disc and plow and plant and tie the fleece and strain the milk and replenish the self-feeder and finish a hard week's work with a 5-mile drive to church. Somebody who'd bail a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing, who would laugh and then sigh and then reply with smiling eyes when his son says that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.